is October 3rd from West LA Media. This is WHS Weekly, with a look at some of our top stories. Coming up today in WHS Weekly, Delaney Bolden reports on the ecosystem. We will explore how far it has come, discuss the benefits for the students, how interested students get involved, and where the ecosystem will take us in the near future.
And Trinity Fields will also be reporting on the first ever Corn on the Cob eating contest, with an interview from the man himself, Mr. Scott Lytle, along with other interviews from participants and bystanders.
Those stories coming to you today only on WHS Weekly.
Hello, Indians. I'm Ava Legg.
And I'm Lexi Brown. When a former graduate or longstanding community member walks into Western, I am sure they will see that this school has gone through several new changes. One aspect of these new changes include the integration of student-run businesses as a part of our ecosystem. WHS Weekly reporter Delaney Bolden is on the scene with a story on our ecosystem.
Hello, Delaney Bolden here, reporter for WHS Weekly. Exciting things are happening here at WHS, including the progression of our very own ecosystem. What started as a dream is now becoming a reality. Our small community is made up of a gas station, a drive-through carryout, a hardware store, a diner, and a post office. However, with the incorporation of a grill, a t-shirt business, a coffee and tea shop, a bakery in West LA, we have started a journey of growth that not only benefits the students but also the community. We interviewed the founders and implementers of the ecosystem, our superintendent, Brock Brewster, and our career coordinator, Ms. Mallory Williams. We asked several questions that range from how the idea sprouted to where the ecosystem will eventually lead us. We also interviewed a couple of students who are already a big part of the ecosystem's success. What inspired the initial concept behind the ecosystem?
I've done this job for a long time, and one of the biggest failures, I think, is the fact that in schools we have pushed too many kids to college. We've treated everyone like a college student. In reality, we've always known that college isn't for everybody, but we didn't really change the way we do things around here to reflect that. So the initial push behind this was the understanding that we needed to prepare kids for something after high school that wasn't college. And so that's what kind of drove this whole entire thing, was the need to make sure our kids walk out of prepared for life and not just pigeonholed into college.
What were the first steps taken to develop the ecosystem?
Well, we knew in order for this to work, we had to have a place to do this. Initially, it was going to happen inside the school, and then as we talked about what all we wanted to do, we knew we had to have more room. So I approached Denise Reading from Grit and kind of gave her my vision, and really not just a vision, but kind of told her what was on my heart and in my mind about what we really needed to do here to prepare our kids for a life after high school, a successful life. And so she challenged me to create. I told her all the things that our kids don't have because of where we live, the remoteness, 25 miles from everything. So she challenged me to create it. And she said, if you create an ecosystem at Western, I'll give you the money for a building.
What are the benefits? So how does the ecosystem support learning and development for students?
There's no other way to give kids real-world experiences. Educators we like to tell ourselves we're preparing kids for life after high school by the things we do in school, but in reality, when you put kids in class and you teach at them, you talk to them, you talk at them, you direct every move that they make, in reality, that's not preparing kids for life, because no part of life is really like that. So the ecosystem gives kids, really more than anything, puts kids in charge of their own school experience more than anything else. So whether they're working in a business, helping out with a business, getting paid, not getting paid, the ecosystem gives kids control of their own education for the very first time in their lives.
Can you share any successful stories or significant impacts made so far from the ecosystem?
We don't have that kind of time for me to share all the successes I've already seen in such a short time. You have to remember that we literally started, our first business was West LA Designs, started in December. The next one wasn't until the Brew, which started in late March. So we're very early in this process. And right now, if I had to pick one person, one success story, I would say Kylie Allen. just because she was a student that kind of didn't have a place here, didn't feel like she had a place. And because of West LA, she was able to kind of find her niche and make a little bit of money and really feel like, probably for the first time, that she had a very important role here and that she could do something that nobody else could. And that was what Delaney does now and some other kids do now is she'd come in here, open up a coffee shop and get things started, run it, and feel like that she knew more than other people and she had some control of a really important thing at school.
Okay. What are the planned future developments or expansions for the ecosystem?
Okay, so before the school year's over, I'm talking to 3 seniors, who I'm very proud of, by the way, who've been instrumental in building this. We plan to have hopefully another building on site to house our screen printer and an industrial vinyl cutter, where we're going to make our own vinyl signs and all kinds of stuff for the school, for the community. That is certainly planned for this year. We have the board approval to build a shelter house up on the hill by the powerlifting building and to put a full court basketball court up there, sand volleyball court, possibly a tennis court, maybe before the school year is over. And the next idea that we have is possibly another food trailer that will just be a pizza trailer only. That's just kind of brand new the last few days, and the brew bus, which is one of the most exciting things I'm sure for Delaney, is that we will have a mobile coffee shop. So those are things that are in the works right now. We are ready to open West LA Fitness at any time. West LA Automotive is within just a few days of being open. We have all the supplies. We're just waiting to get our kids trained. So we are really going to expand. We've just tipped the iceberg so far.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Brewster has attended a few conferences to share the success of our ecosystem and the opportunities it has given to our students of different districts and communities. West LA Grill is open on Tuesdays and Thursdays from about 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and also during home soccer games. And our very own West LA Brew is open every day from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and during home games. Reporting for WHS Weekly, I'm Delaney Bolton.
All right, thank you for the report, Delaney. Well, earlier this September, Western hosted our first annual Corn on the Cob eating contest.
I've heard of pie eating contests, Lexi, but never a corn on the cob contest.
Well, Ava, I did hear that no secrets were told in the gym that day.
And why is that?
Because the gym was full of ears.
And on that note, we now turn to Trinity Fields, who had a chance to get an up-close look at the contest.
It wasn't just the crunch of the kernels that filled the air on Thursday afternoon. It was the excitement of history in the making. For the first time ever, Western hosted a corn on the cob eating contest, drawing cheers, laughter, and a whole lot of butter. I had the honor of sitting down with Mr. Scott Lytle, our VOAG teacher, and the man behind the stalks. I mean, scenes.
Hello, coming to you here. We're live from the VOAG building.
Why did you want to do the contest?
I just thought it'd be something funny to get kids involved and understand what the ag program's about. It's not just all lectures and notes.
Okay.
We were just talking about trying to get an eating contest together, and I had actually put up like 20 dozen ears of corn at the house, and it just kind of came to my mind whenever we were talking with my senior class. I had pretty good confidence in Foster, but then when Brody was practicing how he was going to eat the corn, I thought maybe Foster would get beat.
Of course, no contest is complete without the brave eaters themselves. I caught up with our winner, Foster Davis, who was still wiping butter off his hands as he told me what it is like to compete along the competitor, Brody Dennison, who said he practiced right before the contest, and the faculty member, Mr. Gavin Snyder, who had his own say about the taking on the cob.
I'm locked in.
Okay, what did you feel like coming into the competition?
I felt really good about my odds, but then I started seeing some of the other competition and I didn't feel so good.
What was your plan?
I said I was going to do the typewriter across, and then I did that, but it ended up not being the best technique, I guess.
Okay, when you were in the competition, like, how did you feel about the people?
I was beside Foster, which Foster won, right? So he started just going to town on corn cob, and I knew I wasn't going to stand a chance against him.
And how do you feel now?
I feel a little bit disappointed, but if I had to lose somebody, I'm glad it was Foster.
Okay. How did you feel coming into the competition?
I felt very confident going in this competition. I actually fasted the whole day before to do this. I was very prepared, and I was ready to win. So I watched this video. Well, I watched multiple videos of people eating corn, and I ate corn in a specific way, and it was fast and it was easy to do, and it made probably the only reason why I won that competition.
How did you feel about the other competitors?
Dennison, he was a very good competitor. He ate a crazy amount before and during the competition, and to my right was Gavin Snyder, and he was like on the second corn on the cob, and I was like on my 10th. So I was like, okay, so I got a good chance to win this. I actually did not think I was going to win after the first one because I felt horrible after the first round when me and Dennison tied. I was like, man, I'm not going to win. I'm not going to eat enough because, I don't know, I just feel like I wasn't, and then he was one short, and I finished mine, and I won. I felt great after I won because I've always wanted to be a competition to eat because everyone's like, man, you're a really fast eater, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to put it to my test, and I did it, and I won.
How do you feel?
I feel good. Ate a lot of corn. Tummy was a little upset after that bout, but I won both rounds. I finished strong. I'm feeling good.
Whether they won or just ended up with kernels stuck in their teeth, every contestant left the table a champion. Reporting for WHS Weekly, I'm Trinity Fields.
All right, thank you for the full coverage on this messy event, Trinity.
Yes, indeed. It sounds like this is a contest that may be becoming a Western tradition, a tradition we're sinking our teeth into.
And now you're just being corny.
Welcome back to WHS Weekly. Every school year, the 8th grade class moves up to the high school. Understandably, these students may be a bit apprehensive with the transition as they will no longer be top dog in the junior high. Instead, they will be roaming the halls next year as young freshmen.
WHS Weekly reporters Maddie Thompson and Lexi Williams caught us up with students in the 8th grade to discuss their concerns, and they also talked to freshmen who were kind enough to give their advice to junior high students.
I'm Maddie Thompson. I'm here with
Weston Blackburn.
I'm Lexi Williams, and I'm with
Blaine Beavers.
What are you most nervous about when it comes to high school?
Probably like the assignments or work or whatever.
If you had one question to ask a high schooler, what would it be?
All you have to work hard.
I'm here with
Haley Kuckler.
and I'm here with
Kylie Nicely.
If high school had a survival kit, what would you want in it?
I would want it to have a figure out way to have good grades and also try to get a boyfriend the quickest.
What are you most excited about?
To have fun doing sports with my friends.
Now that we've heard what's on the minds of our 8th graders, let's check in with some freshmen who just took the leap. What advice would they give to the soon-to-be upcoming freshmen? What was your biggest fear about starting high school, and was it actually as scary as you thought?
My biggest fear was meeting new teachers and thinking that they was gonna be mean to me, and then it wasn't actually scary. It was kind of fun and easy.
So whether you're nervous about getting lost, excited about pep rallies, or just hoping the high school students don't trample you, remember, every freshman was once in your shoes, and according to them, you'll survive. Reporting for WHS Weekly, I'm Lexi Williams. And I'm Maddie Thompson.
Thanks, Lexi and Maddie. Keep your schedules handy, your friends close, and your humor closer. High school, here they come.
WHS Weekly reporters Maddie Thompson and Lexi Williams caught us up with students in the 8th grade to discuss their concerns, and they also talked to freshmen who were kind enough to give advice to the junior high students. Ever wonder what your teachers were like back in the day? Well, wonder no more. We dug into the archives and found some interesting photos of a few of your favorite teachers before they were teaching you.
That's right. From cringy hairstyles to geeky smiles, it turns out your teachers weren't always the grown-ups. They were students, just like you, trying to survive the hallways and the homework.
Who knew this future teacher once rocked the classic just rolled out of bed but so confident look? From high school hallways to our classroom, Mr. Snyder has traded teenage homework struggles for grading hours.
Next week, we will be sharing another picture of one of your favorite teachers.
That's right, Ava. Along with these fun pictures, we will also be including a sports and weather segment.
And we will also be taking a look at the art club's upcoming play and the Halloween door decorating contest.
Thank you for watching today. Reporting for WHS Weekly, I am Lexi Brown.
And I'm Ava Legg. Have a great weekend.
You're my favorite deputy.
Andy's coming. Andy's coming. Andy's coming. Andy's coming. Andy's coming.
Everybody hit the floor!
Andy's coming. Andy's coming. Andy's coming.
Anyway, this
Andy's coming. 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 Andy's coming.
Hold on, I was.
Oh my goodness. Andy's coming. Andy's coming. You have to fall. Is Jesse coming with me?